Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, time to start another weekly vlog, and hopefully we won't make it as long as we did last week, because last week, if you watched last week's, it was like a 30-minute vlog, part 1 on Saturday, and an hour-long part 2 vlog on Sunday. Way too much, way too long. Unless you guys like that, then let me know, and maybe I'll do it again. But I'm going to try to keep it around like 30-45 minutes and just upload it on one day over the weekend. So I didn't end up vlogging any for Friday evening, Saturday, or Sunday, just because I just knew that vlog was getting way too long. So, happened on Friday, Mike's family came over, we had a nice dinner, and then Mike and his brother and his dad mounted a TV in Levi's bedroom. We did not get the TV mounted in the living room, but I'll show you Levi's TV here when he wakes up. He's still currently sleeping. And then on Saturday evening, my parents came over and we had a nice dinner with them, but I ended up eating a little bit of undercooked chicken on my chicken leg, and I got violently ill Saturday night. Like, everything came out of me from the course of, I think, like 1 in the morning until about 6 in the morning. Just, it was awful. Horribly, horribly awful. I lost like 3 pounds overnight because that's just, everything came out. There's nothing left. I couldn't keep water down. Like, after everything was out of my system, I would take like a little bit of water, and then like 30 minutes later I was like throwing that up. Like, nothing was staying down. So it wasn't until like 6 in the morning I finally took some nausea medication. I actually have this sitting out here. It's called Nausine. We had it up in the cabinet. I'd forgotten about it, or I would have taken it sooner, / my stomach was hurting so bad that it sounded like it would make things worse because they taste like dirt. Like, why my husband picked up cherry flavor, I have no idea. Like, nothing cherry flavored medicine is ever good. But by 6 a.m., it had just gotten so bad that I was like, I don't care how bad it tastes or if it makes things worse, because it literally can't get any worse. So I took it and it calmed everything down, and I was able to sleep from 6 to 8, and then 8 I got sick again, but not the throwing up kind, and then everything was pretty good, and I was able to sleep for like most of the morning into early afternoon, and then sometime yesterday evening, like, everything just started to hurt, and that's where I am right now. Like, my shoulders, my full back, my upper abdomen, my chest, like, everything is just sore because of how sick I got. So I got that going on, but I got a really good night's sleep last night. Slept like a rock. So feeling pretty good, feeling pretty pumped. I'm ready to get to the park, go for a walk. I need to get Levi up and feed him, take care of the dog and all that stuff before we go, but I will see you guys after we're done at the park. My workout attire, minus the sneakers. Got my LuLaRoe rosy leggings and an IUK shirt. We're ready to go for a run. Good morning, boys. You ready for breakfast? I head this way, but they run. Oh, look at them go. Look at them go. And then they turn into roadblocks. Feed us, but you can't get past us. You already have food. You liars. This carpet's disgusting. Please ignore it. So here's the TV mounted in Levi's room. It looks pretty good. He's not going to really watch it too much from his crib as of right now because he's still so little. That needs to get bleached. But once he gets big enough to go in his big boy bed, I'm sure he'll appreciate having a TV in here. He gets a little bit older. And it's one of those mounts that's really cool. It's swivelly. I would show you that it swivels, but I got little man on my hip, so I don't really have a free hand, but just trust me. It swivels, which is kind of cool. And that's his outfit for tomorrow. He's got to be a Ninja Turtle. So, I forgot to tell you guys. I was just outside with the dog and had something really weird happen, so I'm not putting him in here. I had someone make a really creepy comment, so I'm trying not to really show much of him. Anyways, I was outside with the dog out front while the dog did her business, and I heard someone yell, "Get back in the house, woman." It was like some lady's voice, and I was like, that is really weird. And so I turned around and looked behind me, and there's some lady turning down my street, like walking, dragging a wagon, and she looks like she's older, like 45, 50, maybe 60. Can't really tell because it's, you know, a little ways down the street, and she's the only person around. I'm the only person around, so I know she's directing that at me. But it's just weird. It's like, can I help you? I don't even know who you are. Why don't you go back home and stop being drunk? Not saying that she was drunk, but we get a lot of drunks around here because we live near a liquor store. So, could be that. We also live not too far from one of the homeless shelters here in town, so we get a lot of odd birds around here that you're just kind of like, are you safe or not? Not saying that people who are homeless are dangerous, but some people who are homeless have mental issues and they are dangerous, and you don't know. And so we just get a lot of odd birds around here, and you're like, I don't know if I should be talking to you or not. So, yeah, I think it's just one of those situations, but it's kind of like, I don't know you. Why are you telling me to go back in my house? Why don't you go back inside? Go back where you came from. Get off my street. Okay, finished running at the park. I got like 4 sprints in, and I feel like they were much shorter distances than I was doing last week, but my body already hurts, and they were mowing the lawn, and the smell of fresh cut grass just like triggers my asthma, so I was having a harder time breathing. So I don't know, hopefully it's still a good workout. I just hurt everywhere, like my back is killing me, so I'm thinking about going home and doing some stretches. Mike is coming home early, so, well, he's coming home for lunch today, so I need to figure out what to make for lunch for everyone. And then I have a handful of videos I need to do. I'm wanting to do, and this is gonna be like, I try to like film in advance, but I'm wanting to get done a collaboration that I'm doing with one of my friends here on YouTube. Her name is Melissa. I will link her channel down below if you guys want to go get a head start on checking her out. If you like my channel, you're going to like her channel. And she has a smaller channel than I do, so I mean, if you go check her out, that would be awesome to help her build her channel up. Anyways, there's like a little green spider crawling around on my window. Not window, on my mirror. It's distracting. I don't like spiders. Anyways, yeah, so I want to get that video filmed, and then I would like to film the controversial parenting tag, what's in my diaper bag video, and just the regular parenting tag, because if you haven't noticed, I try to do like mom talk Thursdays pretty much, and then like beauty fashion things and a variety of other stuff on Mondays, and then my vlogs are on the weekends. So I'd like to get all that done. I'm debating on whether or not I should do the video that is the collaboration before my shower, because we're going to do the left hand or the opposite hand challenge, and I know my face is going to be a mess and it's not going to be anything I'm going to want to wear the rest of the day, so kind of like, maybe I should just film that first, and when I take a shower I can wash it all off. I haven't decided yet. I'm getting hungry and I got burps. Okay, so we're going to head on back home. I think Levi might be getting a little bit fussy. He was kind of starting to cry towards the end of the walk. I don't really know why. As soon as I put him in here, he seemed kind of happy. But we're gonna go ahead and head on home. So, since Mike's coming home for lunch, we decided to pick something up. Went to BK, which is one of our favorite places. Well, I did pick up lunch, and I know, not healthy, but so delicious. He got 2 chili dogs with an order of cheese fries, and I got their special, which was a cheese dog with sweet tea and an order of french fries, and I also got like a cup of cheese on the side. So, waiting for Mike to get home right now. He's on his way. Shouldn't be long. Levi is getting super fussy, but I was hoping Mike could get home to help me carry everything in. I had an issue paying for everything because my debit card had expired in February. How did I miss that? I don't know. And my bank never sent me a replacement card. What the heck? This isn't the first time we've had issues with Star Bank. My husband had problems getting his card replaced, and he went like 6 months without a card from them. They supposedly sent out replacements twice. Never got it. The 3rd one he finally got. So, it's kind of aggravating. Levi is not a happy camper right now, as you can tell. But yeah, so I was like a hot mess. I felt so bad, and they're like, well, just come back later and pay us. And I was like, oh wait, my husband's sending a picture of his card. So thankfully they were able to manually enter it and do it that way, but like their first card reader wasn't working, and so they had to get a different card reader to do it manually, because the first one didn't want to do it manually for whatever reason. But we got it paid for, which is good, but I hate it when that happens. It's like humiliating. I mean, at least it didn't get declined, which it shouldn't. We have money in that account, but it's kind of like the same feeling where it's like, oh my god, my life, you know. First world problems, I know, but it's still embarrassing. But thankfully we were able to get it taken care of, and it's paid for. I don't have to go back and pay for it later, pay for it again. Yeah, so hopefully Mike gets here soon. He's not that far away, so hopefully he gets here soon to help me get Levi in. But we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we just finished having lunch, and I put Levi down honestly, I feel a little bit sick. I feel like I ate way too much considering everything that happened over the weekend. I probably shouldn't have eaten as much as I did. So I'm feeling a little bit sick from that, but I think I'll be okay. Mike is in the bathroom, and I just put Levi down for a nap, but I think he's kind of fighting it. But we just had something really creepy happen. So we have this little play phone here, okay? And it was sitting upside down as such on the floor. Levi, I was in the middle of changing him, so he wasn't on the floor. And Mike was sitting on the couch, and none of the animals were near it. And it just started going bonkers. Now, it was in the on position, so it was going off and stuff, making all these sounds and whatnot.
Hello, who's calling?
So it was on like that. But it just, that whole hello, who's calling, and the music, like, it just kept repeating that. Like, this does way more, but that's all it was saying. So that was really creepy, and it did it for the entire time I was changing Levi. It was really creepy. So for anyone who's just tuning in, or even, not even necessarily just tuning in, I haven't talked about this in a long time. We inherited my grandparents' house. My grandfather died in the house, and we have creepy things happen here often. Now, that could honestly just be like a glitch in the phone or something, or it could be something supernatural. I really don't know. And at this point, it's hard to tell because we just have random things happen all the time. But I have like a whole list compiled of like paranormal things that go on in here, and I'm due to do another video because it's like turning into a really long list. So that's all piling up. I need to add that to it because it was just creepy. It was out of nowhere. It hadn't been touched or messed with all day. It's never done that before. We've had it for a while. Levi likes to play with it a lot, and it's never just gone off on its own before. So that was really weird. Yeah, I just want to talk about that because it was just like, and it wasn't doing anything else. It has more things. I don't want to like put it on here because I'm afraid it's going to get copyright because it has a jingle, but it was just like constantly that jingle, and then thanks for calling, jingle again, thanks for calling. It just kept doing that. It was really weird. So, and the room that is Levi's bedroom was my grandpa's room. Now, he did not pass away in that room. He passed away in the living room, which is where the phone was, but Levi and I were in Levi's bedroom changing him when the phone went off. So it was just creepy and weird, and when those things happen, I'm like, hello grandpa, are you here? So that's gonna go on the list of things to talk about in the my house is haunted next video. I really need to make that video. I hate making those videos in the house because like I just don't want to bring anything, you know, like I don't know. I'm kind of superstitious when it comes to like ghosts and supernatural things. So anyways, yeah, I just want to check in and tell you that because that was really kind of creepy. And my husband is not one that wants to like believe in that kind of stuff, though he's kind of warmed up to the idea since we've lived here just because so many things have happened and he's like can't explain it. But I was changing Levi and the phone started going off and he's like, this phone is going off and no one's touching it. Why is it going off? I'm like, I don't know. And it just kept going and Mike's like, it won't stop. Those things, it's one of those things that happens. Oh, Levi hears me. He's fighting sleep. He's like getting cranky. Ooh, I don't know what the dog just did. She just like tried to jump up on a chair. I don't really know what happened. Are you okay? What the fuck? I don't know what happened. I heard the dog, but I'm not seeing her down there, and that chair just like hit the window. See, there you go. Another creepy freaking thing. So I'm sitting here. Look, let me just turn you around. Just sitting here at the dining room table, and that chair right there, that one, just like slammed up against the window. And I thought the dog was down there, like trying to jump in the chair. And I just looked, and like she's not down there. Grandpa must have heard me talking about him. And you guys would have heard that. I mean, that shook the whole table because it slammed. Like, I don't know exactly what happened. Oh, okay. So it like there's a what do you call it? A vent on the floor down there, and that chair was butted up to the vent but not on top of it, and so it got slammed back and it went over the vent and hit the didn't hit the window but hit the window frame, and that floor vent is metal and these chairs are on wheels, and so like it just shook everything and made a loud banging sound. But you guys would have heard that, right? I mean, it's creepy. Just telling you, these things just happen. My house, I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. This is the first time we've had anything happen in a long time, but still kind of creepy. So anyways, I don't want to get this too super long, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. If you couldn't tell, I just did the opposite hand makeup challenge, and I think it went pretty well. Pretty good makeup look, right? Look at the highlight. Yes, slaying that highlight, as the kids say. Gorgeous eyes, so beautiful. I mean, to be honest, putting on my eyelashes and doing my winged eyeliner went almost better than it does doing it with my right hand instead of my left. But the eyeshadow went a little crazy, and so the lips. Got that big old black smudge right there. Definitely rocking some 80s blue. But you guys have to keep an eye out for that makeup challenge. I'm not sure when we're going to be posting it. I'll link it down here once we do post it to YouTube. I'm not sure when our date is yet for uploading it, but that was actually fun to do. That was a lot of fun. So I'm glad that we collabed on that. Again, her name is Caitlin. No, her name's Melissa Caitlin. That's it. So we have to go check her out, her channel. Yeah, looks gorgeous. Good morning, everyone. It is about 6 Tuesday morning, and I'm not happy about being up right now. I am tired. So, catch you up on what we did yesterday evening since I never got back on vlogged anymore. Mike got home. We ate ice cream from Dairy Queen. It was good. Didn't need it, but it was good. We went for another mile-long walk, and we did some running. I think we did about 4 sprints. I think it's funner to run with him, because then, like, we're, like, trying to race each other, so it makes it fun. And I'm finding that when I don't have to push the baby's stroller, like, I can actually run a pretty good distance. I feel like pushing the baby stroller when I run just feels harder because, like, you can't pump your arms. So, like, I'm doing, like, this weird wiggle with my back. I don't know. It's a gnat. Anyways. Yeah, so that feels pretty good to know, like, I can run longer. So, that happened. I worked on a collaboration last night that's supposed to come up today. I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to check it out, because it'll be out before this video goes up. It's a collaboration review over the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat powder foundation, which I personally love. I've been using it for a couple of months now. So that collaboration, I'm happy that it's finally coming out. It's something we've been working on for well over a month now. So I'm excited for that. Went to bed at a fairly normal time last night, but then at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock maybe, because we normally go to bed about 8 or 9. 10, 11, something like that, Levi woke up, and he was just awake. Like, I couldn't figure it out at first, because he was crying, like, real tears, and I thought maybe he was in pain. He wouldn't take a bottle, had a clean diaper, like, couldn't figure it out. His pacifier had been left in the car, so I had to go outside in the middle of the night to go get his pacifier, which I personally don't like doing, just because our neighborhood's kind of sketchy. So I don't like doing that, but I had to go out there anyways to get it. Mike was already in bed, and this week they're like doing different stuff with his department's schedules. So he's going to work at like 7 in the morning, which means he has to leave like 5:30, well, depending on where the location is, because he travels. Sometimes he's in town, sometimes he's at home, sometimes he's an hour away. We just never know where he's going to be. So, and he travels throughout the day for his work, so he's not always in the same place. So he'll leave at like 5:30 this morning, which woke me up, because I always wake up when he gets up, like, not intentionally. Like, I would get up and cook him breakfast if he wanted me to, but he doesn't eat breakfast, so I'm like, why get out of bed? But him getting up and getting ready, like, I still wake up for that. So I was up for that. I didn't get to bed, as I mentioned, until midnight, 1 o'clock, because Levi woke up and was just like awake. Like I tried rocking him, I tried giving him a bottle, I tried like all this different stuff, and nothing was working. And then I was like, you know what? The last time he acted like this, he just wasn't tired. So I put him in his jumper and I put on cartoons, and he got super happy and just like jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped, and he was like awake for like an hour or two. I don't think I got to bed until like 1:30 or 2 in the morning. So then I got up at like 5:30 this morning with Mike, and I laid in bed and I was like trying to sleep, like almost as soon as Mike left, the dog started barking because she had to poop. So I had to get up, take her outside, which thankfully the sun was already starting to come up, so it wasn't, you know, that bad to be outside. I mean, I could see, but yeah, she was barking. Got back inside, got back in bed, and I could hear Levi starting to fuss, but then he got quiet, so I'm guessing he found his binky. And I was just laying in bed, and I left the door open so the dog could come in because I don't want her to destroy the house. Granted, she's been doing a lot better. Normally I have to lock her up when we leave, and here lately I've been able to just leave her out. But I left the door open anyways for her, which means the cats come in too. And that meant that everybody had to go through the ritual of rubbing me with their faces, dog included, because if the cats are getting petted or rubbing me, then she needs to be involved. So they take their time rubbing me, and Oliver is such a scaredy cat that if I roll over or move or anything, he's like, panic and run, and so he leaves. And then like a few moments later, he's back in the room and he has to start all over with rubbing me. And God love him, he has the wettest nose of any cat I've ever met. I did not know a cat could have a wet nose before I met him. And he's been to the vet, and they've said he's fine, like he's good health. He's almost 3 years old, and he's never had a problem. He's just always had a wet nose, and it's gross. Like I don't like being licked. I don't like having wet noses rubbed on me. Like, it makes me sound like I don't like animals, because it's kind of like a package deal. You're gonna get that if you have pets, but I don't like that at all. Like, Molly tries to lick me, I'm like, just stop, don't lick me. Like, growing up, I had a dog who like never licked anybody, never licked. So that's just like what I'm used to as a dog, just like chill out on my lap, like I can pet them, and they'll just like, you know, sit there. And our last dog, even, like, she would lick occasionally. Like, I could ask her to give me a kiss and she would do it if I asked her, but otherwise she didn't really lick either. But Molly is just like, oh, I hate it. She's always wanting to lick. And it's not like a little kiss, it's like full-on slobber all over my hand, and it's like, would you stop? Just stop. I will pet you, and you can sit on my lap, which is what you want. You don't have to lick me. It's cool. Like, it's not required. You can stop. So I got her. She was in bed. She wasn't like really licking me or anything this time, but she was like wanting rubs, and she was doing this thing where like she throws herself on top of me and tries to wallow around and stuff, and it's kind of annoying. And then Oliver was doing his whole rub his face and his wet nose all over me, and then run away, and then come back and do it again. And then Banjo's pretty chill. He just, sometimes he wants attention. I mean, he wanted a little bit of rubbins, but he's pretty chill. I don't know, I hate to say that, but if I had to pick favorites, it'd be Banjo. He's my boy. He gets me. Like, he's not needy. He's chill, we can hang out, we can cuddle. He doesn't freak out when I move, which Oliver, if you guys haven't seen Oliver's adoption story, I'll leave it down below. He's a rescue animal. God love him. Like, he is just, like I said, panic and run, like, that's Oliver all the way around. He's just a scaredy cat. So he's jumpy about everything. And Banjo's just chill. Like, he don't care. He's not needy. Molly is so needy. She is like up my ass needy. And I don't know why. I mean, we got her as a puppy. We've always been good to her. And yeah, it's just her personality. She's just needy and skittish. Again, I don't know why. I think it's just because she's so small. Like, because sometimes she has like the total big dog syndrome around other dogs, and like we can't let her be around other dogs unless we know. Like, we have to be like careful, because sometimes she gets snarly and snappy. Like, she's fine with people, but it's other dogs sometimes that she gets aggressive with for no reason. Other times, like, she'll meet a dog, she's cool with them. So we never know. So I just try to keep her away from other dogs. But then when it's not anything to do with other dogs, like, she's so needy and skittish. Like, she's afraid everything's gonna kill her or something. I don't know. Like, we'll be out. Like, yesterday we were out, you know, walking and stuff. And we tried to run a little bit. And I had Molly on the end of the leash. And Mike was behind me because he wasn't, I don't know, he was kind of trying to play Pokemon. So he wasn't, like, as into running. Like, it depended. Like, sometimes he was, like, super into it. And other times he was, like, lagging behind. And he said that she kept, like, trying to stop and look around, like, what's chasing us? Like, she was total dead weight on the end of the leash. Like, I felt like I was dragging her. And so I started to end up just picking her up and carrying her the rest of the way to the car so that I could run. Because she was just, like, flipping out on the end of the leash. She didn't understand what was going on. Like, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I would unleash her because she would get me killed. Because she wants to stop and look around and see where the danger is. Like, she's just, like, freaking out that something's gonna catch her, I guess. So, yeah. So, anyways, I finally was getting comfortable in bed, getting ready to fall back asleep. And then Mike sends me a text. It's, like, 6:30 now because I just started filming. And he's like, I left my laptop at home. Can you plug it in the back room so I can remote into it? Yes, I can do that. So that's up and running, and here we are at the kitchen table, dining room table. I always call it a kitchen table, but it's in the dining room. We don't have anything in the kitchen for sitting at. I don't know. I'm tired. When I got up, I heard Levi in there playing with toys, so I knew he was awake, but I thought for sure he'd hear me get up and start crying, so I figured I'd go ahead and start filming. But he's been quiet, so I don't know. Part of me says, go back to bed. And the other part of me says, wake him up and then go to the park and go for a run. That's the other thing, is like a big part of me doesn't really want to go for a walk today. Like, I hurt everywhere because, you know, I ran twice yesterday, and then on top of, you know, walking 2 miles, I did running throughout the 2 miles yesterday. And then the day before, you know, Saturday evening, I just got so sick, so everything was already hurting and sore from getting so sick. And then running and walking yesterday, so I'm tired, like my whole body still hurts. So part of me is like, just wants to stay home and relax, but the other part is like, you know, it's gonna rain tomorrow, so this is my only opportunity. Because if I don't go today, I won't be able to go tomorrow. So it means I can go Thursday and Friday, but I'll have not done it, you know, 2 days this week when it happened. And I'd like to be able to do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Or maybe do it all 5 days. I really don't know. I haven't decided. We're just kind of going with it. But I do feel like, you know, your body needs to take a break and, like, chill every couple of days. But this isn't a chill day. I don't know. But Levi's being quiet, so I think I'm going to go and see if I can go back to bed. If not, then I guess we'll head to the park for a run. So I figured it's time to do a really quick check-in. I did get to go back to sleep for a few hours. So I think I slept from like 7 until almost 11 o'clock. Same with Levi. He just kept sleeping. I'm not sure what the time is now. 12:49. Maybe we got up at 10 because I feel like we've been up longer than 3 hours. Anyways. So, I just put Levi down for a nap. He has started crawling into the dining room now, so I had to put the baby gate up in the dining room. And I also have, like, been taking him into his bedroom and showing him, like, there's toys in here, you can go in here. Because I'd really rather him be in the living room in his bedroom, because we still have some tack strips in the dining room that need to come up. I don't mind him playing in there once we get the tack strips pulled up, which I told Mike, I'm like, we have to get that done this weekend. Because he's starting to go in there. Like, for the longest time, he hasn't really gone in there. My sports bra's been showing in this whole video. But, like, he hasn't been going in there, and so we've just been lazy and, like, not pulled them out. But, now he has started wandering in there, and, I mean, the ones that are dangerous are the ones way on the far side, and he hasn't really made it that far yet. But those are the dangerous ones because there's nothing blocking them off. All the others are blocked off by furniture, so we can't get to them, but they need to come up too. So I told Mike that has to happen this weekend. So I've been trying to keep him in the living room and in his bedroom because his bedroom is safe. All the tack strips are there, and he has toys in there. Yeah, so We didn't make it to the park for a walk this morning. I just got caught up doing other things. Like, I'm still trying to prep things for this collaboration that's coming out. It's going out at 4 o'clock today. So I had to start linking people's videos as they were sending me the links so that I could get it, you know, ready to go, so that if someone wants to watch everybody's, they can, you know, go through the links. And I'm also creating a playlist for my channel with everybody for the next collab. So if someone just wants to go to the collaboration and watch the whole thing through, they can do that. And that has to be done individually. The videos have to be added individually, so I've been trying to do that as the links are coming in. And then I got our bedding going. I got the quilts in the dryer now, and that normally takes 2 to 3 goes in the dryer before it's fully dry. And then I have the sheets in the wash. Talked to the neighbor about pulling out, like, our parking space is bordered with cinder blocks to, like, keep the gravel in. And on one part, like, the cinder blocks are starting to sink into the ground and are breaking, and they don't look good. And my brother-in-law is opening up a veterinary clinic, and he is working on completely remodeling it. And this building had, like, all these decorative border bricks. I don't really know what you want to call them, but they're bricks, and they're for bordering, and they look a lot better than the cinder blocks. So the ones that are really broken and bad are on our property for sure, and so we've been working on pulling those out and replacing them. Well, we have another line of cinder blocks that border our property and our neighbor's property, and we weren't sure if they were ours or hers. And so I was talking to her about it, and she said she doesn't care if we pull them out. And she also said that she's done with the flower bed that runs along. It's on her property, but, like, borders kind of our property and her property. And she's getting older, and every time that I park there and get Levi out, like, a lot of times I have to, like, stand in the flower bed, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So I told her that Mike and I will pull the flower bed out for her, and then my parents have a bunch of dirt they're wanting to get rid of because they laid a cement slab in their backyard for a hot tub. So they have, like, a pile of dirt. So I told her that we can get the dirt from my parents' house, and we can, you know, pull all the flowers out, and we can level it, because her flower bed sits a good half a foot lower than our parking space, and the cinder blocks border it. So, like, on our side, the gravel is, like, almost level with the cinder blocks, and on her side it, like, dips down probably a good 6 inches. So I told her we can rip out her flower bed, and we can bring it up with dirt to, like, level that out. And then we have the decorative bricks that we can put to keep the border, you know, between the property lines. And then we can just grass her flower bed, and then it'll just be a grass spot. And she said that's fine, just, you know, get rid of it, because she's done with it. Done messing with it, which I don't blame her. I don't like messing with flowers either. So, she has a lot of flowers. Like, my grandma had a lot of flowers, and she had a lot of flowers. But now she's getting a lot older in years, and, like, I don't want to mess with it. Like, just give me all grass. I ain't got the time. So, I mean, we put our hydrangea bush in the front, which I'm excited about and I love, and I'm willing to take care of that. But, like, that's the only plant in our yard that I want, is that hydrangea bush. Everything else, it can be grass. So that's the update. We are going to go for a walk/run tonight when Mike gets home. Levi hears me talking, so I'm going to let you go. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. Feels much later in the week than it actually is. So I didn't vlog much yesterday, especially come evening time. Mike got home. He drug my butt out for a walk because I didn't want to go. Like, I was just in a mood yesterday, which my cycle started today, so a little bit of PMS going on, but I was just, like, cranky and tired, and my body is sore. Like, I mean, I know I'm doing something right if my body is sore from, you know, getting out and walking and doing everything that I've been doing. I mean, my rib cage and my upper shoulders still are kind of sore from getting so sick over the weekend, but my legs and my butt are just, like, they hurt. They're on fire from the walking and the running. Which, one, tells me how out of shape I am, because I'm only doing 2 miles a day. That shouldn't be making me as sore as it is. But you gotta start somewhere, you know. So, I mean, it's earned. It's an earned burn. But I still feel very tired. So, yeah, we did all of that. Didn't eat very healthy. We had hamburger helper, because I was just, like, not feeling it. I wanted, like, some comfort food, something fast, and so we had hamburger helper. So, here we are today. It's supposed to rain, but, like, the forecast keeps getting pushed back because Originally, it was supposed to rain by like 9 this morning. So I was like, you know what? I went out walking and running Monday and Tuesday. It's Wednesday now. This is going to be my break day. I'm going to have a break on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Well, Saturdays and Sundays, we're probably still going to go walking in the evening, but like I won't do it in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. So I was like, you know, this is going to be my break day. I'm going to like sleep in and just like stay at home and maybe film a little bit and not worry. Well, I wake up and it's like, gets pushed back to like 11. And then I just looked at the forecast again and now it's pushed back to 1. And it's like, is it going to rain or not? Which like, I'm fine with it not raining, but it's kind of like that was my excuse for not getting out of the house. And now it's kind of gone. So, I don't know. I didn't go anyways. This is something that happened yesterday. It's not like a huge deal, but if you watched my vlog from last weekend, you know, it's kind of irritating. But I do these like Facebook garage sale groups, and someone was selling like a tubby type slide. It was like a really fancy one. Levi has a small one, but this one was like for like kind of older children, and had like, you know, 2 big steps to go up it, and it was kind of neat looking, and the lady wanted like $15 for it. So I told her that I was interested, but I had to contact my parents to see if I could use their truck because I don't think it'll fit in my SUV. She's like, okay, that's fine. I was waiting for my mom to call me back from the doctor's so that we could discuss borrowing the truck today to go get it. And I happened to notice that on her post, someone else had commented interested, and she said, I forget exactly what it was that she said. I'm filming on my phone, so I can't go show it to you. But it was something along the lines of, okay, I had to contact this girl and see if she still wants it or not. And it just kind of came off shady, like the way that she worded it. And it's like, I can read all of this. I have a name. It's like right there above this comment. Like, it just came off kind of rude. It was the way it felt. And I got to thinking about it, and it's like, maybe she knows this other person who wants it. I don't know, but I just kind of had the feeling like that she was going to sell it out from under me. Especially because, like, her and I had discussed a time to pick it up today. I told her, I should work. I'm just waiting to get hold of the truck, but that should be fine. And all that stuff. And then, like, right after her and I discussed all of this in a private message, she responds to a comment on someone else with that kind of a tone. And it's kind of like, I told you I want it. We already set up a time to meet. Like, why is this suddenly... It's not like you're waiting for me to respond back to you. Like, we've already set up a time to meet. We've already set everything. Like, I told you I just have to make sure I can get the truck, but it should be fine. So after I seen that, I was like, you know what? Screw it. Because 2 o'clock is getting real close to when Dad has to leave for work anyways. So I was like, you know what? No. I feel like you're going to sell it out from under me anyways. I feel like you want to sell it to her. So go ahead and sell it to her. So I just told her, I was like, you know what? I can't get the truck. I'm not interested. Sorry. So that happened. I don't know. Again, like, maybe that was a little harsh of me. Like, I mean, I didn't say anything mean to her, but that was, like, the way I was thinking in my head was, like, she really doesn't want to sell it to me. She wants to sell it to this other girl. Maybe they know each other. Again, I was kind of PMSing yesterday. I was, like, grumpy and just, like, not down for anybody's business. Because most of the time on these sites, they kind of have, like, their own lingo. And typically when someone says they're interested, like, the first comment for interested, you know, you set everything up, discuss it, or even if you don't, if they haven't gotten back with you yet, like, someone else comments interested, you say, okay, this is pending pickup. You know, that's just kind of how you say it. And then to be like, I have to see if this girl wants it. And it's like, this girl just finished private messaging you about wanting it. Like, you know, so it just kind of, I don't know. Again, kind of in a mood yesterday. So there's that. But yeah, for today, I don't really have a lot going on. I do have my own garage sale meet today. I'm selling a swimsuit. So, make a little bit of money, a little $10. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, Mike has to go back to Ohio next week for work. So, that means Levi and I are going to Ohio. So, I'm kind of excited because it's getting warmer out, so we can go back to Lake Erie. If you guys haven't seen my Ohio vlog from the first time we went, I'll link it down below. But, Lake Erie is really pretty, and the beach was really nice, and Levi loved digging in the sand. He had so much fun, and so I'm hoping that it's warm enough to kind of like get in a little bit. Like, I'm sure it's still pretty cold. I'm sure you won't want to go in like super far, but like if we could just like, you know, in the shoreline, get in there a little bit or something, I think it'd be fun. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited. So he doesn't have to be there till Tuesday because Monday's Memorial Day and he has it off. I don't know what we're going to be doing. But we do have to get Levi registered for swim lessons because I have the paper right here. The registrations are May 29th through June 2nd. So I have to make sure to get him registered on Monday because that's May 29th. and we'll be in Ohio the rest of the day's registration. So I have to make sure he gets registered on Monday. But otherwise, I don't know that we really have any plans for Monday. So I don't know what we're gonna do there. But since we have to go to the pool to register, like, I don't know, if it's warm, maybe we'll just stick around. I feel like it's still gonna be kind of cold for swimming. Like, that's one thing I'm worried about with these swim lessons. It's like I feel like it's still gonna be cold for swimming. We need some real warm days, and we've been having like 70s and 80s, which isn't bad, but they're not been consistent. It's like 70s, 80s, 60s, 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 70, 80, 60, like, you know, it's kind of all over. So I don't know, I feel like it's going to be super cold, but we've got like a couple more weeks before the swim lessons start. So hopefully we'll get some good warm days in there, and the pool will be warm. But yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot going on today, so I'll probably just check back in with you guys later. So I have a garage sale meet in like 45 minutes, and things went way crazy with my eyes. Like, I'm debating, like, should I just go wash it off or say screw it? Like, I feel like on camera it's not awful, but in real life it looks like stage makeup, or like I'm gonna go to the club, or like I'm a hooker. Like, it is so bright. Like, I did the opposite hand challenge the other day, and I used these blue colors, and I really liked them because they're so pigmented, so I wanted to play with them today. But they're like, in real life, this is like nuts. So this lady is gonna think I'm crazy when I show up looking like this. Hopefully if I take my hair down and put on like a black shirt, it'll like pull it together more. But it's like a lot going on. There's craziness. Okay, what do we think? I feel like having all black on helps with all of this blue eyeshadow. Like, seriously, it's a Wet n Wild palette, and the eyeshadows blend incredibly well. Like, I got it for Christmas, and I've never really used it that much, so like, I'm really impressed with how well the eyeshadow does with blending and applying. And there's like a million shades in there. It's not just the blues, but I wanted to play with it today, and things went a little bit crazy, as I mentioned. But I think having the black on kind of helps with all of this. I feel like the red shirt was clashing. And get my battery pack all plugged in here. So that's that. I feel like I need some new black clothes. Some new black clothing. This jacket is so old. It has holes all through it. You can't see it because like the shirt underneath is black. But if I wore a different colored shirt, you'd be seeing holes like here and like here and like here. They're everywhere. Plus this shirt is just kind of tight on me now since I'm having Levi, or jacket I should say. It's just snug all through the waist. Since having him, my whole waist is shaped different. Yeah, so I just feel like I need some new black clothes. And then this tank underneath has a hole in it too, so my life. But let's go find that swimsuit that this lady's wanted to buy, because I'm not really sure where it's at. Like 99% sure where it's at, but let's go find it. Hey there, it's Friday. I didn't film any Thursday, and I'm back in the same Irma. If you guys have watched any of my other vlogs, you know I've been living in this shirt. It's called an Irma. It's from LuLaRoe, for anyone who didn't understand why I called my shirt an Irma. Let's go someplace not here because the lighting's bad. I need to clean my kitchen. Please ignore everything behind me. So, let me give you a recap of yesterday and everything we've done today. So, yesterday, Mike ended up working from home. Ranch dressing stuff on the table. We just had lunch. So, Mike ended up staying home yesterday because he woke up with his foot, like, hurting. It was weird, and like he has this varicose vein on his foot that was like super enlarged and swollen and throbbing, and it didn't look good, and he was having a hard time walking. The cat just bit the dog. She's probably being an ass, to be honest. She probably deserved it. Sometimes he does that. She gets to be too much and he bites her, and then she's like, sorry bro, and like leaves. So yeah, we had to take him to the doctor to figure out what was going on. Doctor looked at his foot and said that he thinks that Mike somehow pulled his tendon during the day, and that while he was sleeping at night, it just finally kind of caught up to him, and his foot kind of swelled up a little bit and was causing him the pain and all the problems. He can walk on it. It was really bad yesterday morning. But as he was on it more throughout the day and stuff, it kind of seemed to get a little better for him. He was taking ibuprofen, putting ice on it, just kind of keeping it propped up. So he worked from home yesterday. That's pretty much all that happened yesterday. And then today, they're doing weird stuff with Mike's shift. Like, they're trying new things with his job. So today's Friday. I need to clean my kitchen table. I had like a crumb get stuck on my arm. Anyways, today's Friday, so they're having him work 2 hours today, which was 8 through 9 this morning, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock this morning. He was done by 10. No, 7. It was 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock this morning, and he was done by 10. And he just did it here from home. And then tomorrow, which is Saturday, he has to work a 6-hour shift here from home. It's just weird, but I mean, we like having him home, and it's nice that he could just work from home, so doesn't hurt our feelings any, but it's kind of like a weird schedule. So he worked this morning, and then after he got off, Levi and I woke up, got ready to go for the day, and we went out and paid all of our bills. Nothing really too exciting. We were going to go to Sonic for lunch. We just got a Sonic here in my town. But they are so packed. Like, it's been like they've been open for like maybe a week now, and they're just so packed. Like, you can't get in. I tried. There was no place to park, no way to get in, and I didn't want to sit in the drive-thru. So we went on down to Burgers BK. A lot of you probably don't know what it is, because I think it's more like a Midwest thing. It may only be in the state of Indiana. I'm not really sure. But it's kind of like a Sonic. It's like a car hop. They have really good food. I just did a mukbang for that. I think it went out on Monday, so I'll link that down below if you guys want to check that out. It might have been last Monday. I'm not really sure by the time you're seeing this. But I'll link it down below. They have really good food, which is why we have like crumbs and stuff and ranch dressing on the table, because we just got it to go. We didn't stay and eat. We just picked it up and left. But I need to clean my kitchen table. Didn't realize all that got on here. So yeah, we had lunch. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. We need to go get a birthday present for one of the nephews. They have a birthday Saturday evening. So we need to go do that today. And then we needed to take the journey and to get an oil change. So we're going to do that. But otherwise, I don't think we really have any other plans for the day. So I don't know how much I'm going to do vlogging wise today or tomorrow. Just because I don't want this vlog to be so long. I'll probably vlog a little bit tomorrow for you guys. Just not sure what we're going to do for dinner. I was going to do green beans, potatoes, and sausage, but we're out of green beans. So I need to lay out a meat of some kind. Well, I don't know. We've got some Polish sausage. They look like hot dogs, so they're like a Polish sausage that we need to get ate up. That I was going to use for green beans and potatoes and sausage. But we also have some hot dog buns, so we might just grill those out and then do some sides with those. That'd probably work for a good dinner. So, I don't know. We'll figure that all out. I might show you guys dinner tonight. Haven't gone for any walks here lately. Yesterday, it was just rainy and gross, so we couldn't. Plus, Mike's foot was hurting him. This morning, we didn't because we wanted to get up and get all of our bills and such paid for. Plus, Mike's foot is still kind of sore. And mine's still kind of sore from when I rolled it last week, which you guys would have seen in last week's video. I talked about that. And mine's still kind of sore from that. But we might go for a walk this evening or something. We'll see how Mike's feeling by then, because I think his is hurting more than mine. And then Sunday, we're going to be going to the zoo. But first, we have to make sure we get to the pool and get Levi registered for swim lessons. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was just talking with a friend who her and I were talking about registering our kids together for swim lessons, though her son's a little bit older than Levi. He's 3, so there's about a 2-year age difference because Levi's almost 1. And maybe closer to a 2.5-year age difference. But we were going to register them together, and she said she didn't want to register him now because they'd gone swimming and her son was afraid of the water. And my cousin had said the same thing, so I asked her about you know, registering her kids, and she said maybe her daughter, but she didn't think her son because he's afraid of the water. And I know you guys watch my videos, both of you are girls who I'm referencing, so like I'm not trying to dog on you guys. I'm just talking here. I just don't understand that line of thinking personally. And nothing against you guys. I mean, everybody has different parenting styles. But I just don't understand that line of thinking, because I just feel like, you know, if your kid is afraid of something, like, sometimes you got to push them out of their comfort zone. And I feel like, especially when it comes to swimming, because that's such a good life skill to have. And when we have swimming lessons, they're being offered by the Red Cross. It's certified, you know, lifeguards, swim instructors. And I mean, other people's kids are going to go there and they're going to be scared of water too. But the lifeguards are going to work with them and teach them a good life skill. And, you know, when you think of swimming lessons, you think of, you know, just going to the pool or the beach and just having a good time. But there are other things that can happen where you may need to be able to swim. Like, I mean, what if your car goes off the road into a river, or, I don't know, it floods and you somehow end up in it, or, which we've been having a lot of flooding around here, actually. Or, you know, if it's wintertime, your kid wanders off and ends up in a pond, you know, and like falls through the ice or something. I mean, those are places where, like, you need to know how to swim. And I know those are like few and far between, like, instances. It's really kind of like a what if. It's likely never going to happen, but it could happen, and it does happen. And I just feel like swimming is a really good life skill to have, and I just don't understand, you know, not pushing your kid out of their comfort zones. I feel like it's something you should do. I mean, I get, like, if you're at the pool, or, you know, a private pool or something, and you're swimming and your kid's freaked out and doesn't want to swim, and like I kind of get it there. But like, when it comes to swim lessons, like, you have trained professionals to teach your kid how to swim and water safety and all that stuff, and I just don't understand not pushing them out of their comfort zone in instances like that. And there's other examples of that. I mean, I remember being a high schooler and being at the mall with a friend. Like, we were like 15 or 16 years old, and she handed me the money to pay for her stuff because she had never paid at the register before and was freaked out and scared to do it. And I mean, I was talking to my husband about it, and it's like, I remember by the time I was 10, I had to pump gas and buy stuff at the register, and I had to, you know, call and order pizza, because I was one of them that really freaked me out. That was pushing me out of my comfort zone, was making me call to order pizza. And I remember, like, 4 or 5 weeks in a row, like once a week, my dad would make me call and order a pizza for dinner because I was so freaked out to do it and I didn't want to do it. And I would complain, I'd be like, I don't want to do it, don't make me do it, please order it, you can do it. Like, I was just freaked out, I didn't want to talk on the phone. And he made me do it. And he'd be like, you know, someday you're going to be an adult and you're going to order a pizza and you need to know how to do this. And so he made me do it. I mean, he was right there, and if I had any questions, he'd walk me through it, you know. But it was one of those, you know, childhood things where it's like, you gotta learn how to do things, and sometimes things are out of your comfort zone, but you have to learn how to do it. And kids aren't going to take the initiative on their own a lot of times to push themselves out of their comfort zones, and that's what parents are for, is to, you know, make them do things that they're afraid of. So, I don't know, that's my 2 cents on that. But, and again, like, if you girls watch this, like, please, I'm not trying to, like, insult your parenting. Everybody has a different style of doing it. I just don't understand it. That's just my opinion on it. But, yeah, so we got to get Levi signed up for swim, which I'm excited to take him for swim lessons. Yeah, I think that's all that's going on. I don't think Levi and I are going to be going to Ohio. I'm not really sure. It's kind of up in the air right now. We kind of had to use, it's kind of a tight pay for us, so I don't know that we can really afford the extra gas for us to go there, and food and stuff, because Mike's gas and food is paid for, but he has to go down in a company car, and Levi and I can't be in the company car, so we would have to pay for food for me and Levi and gas. Like, we're allowed to stay in the hotel room with him, that's not a problem, but it's the getting there and the eating and stuff. Sounds like Levi's up from his nap. He did not sleep very long. So that's just kind of what's going on, a little bit of an update. I'm going to go make him a lunch because he was tired when we got home, so he didn't eat before nap, which is probably why he didn't sleep very long. So I'm going to go make him a lunch and get him up, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Levi got sand for the sandbox. Yay! It's got a new truck. Gonna get sand in your pants. You won't get sand in your pants. Working on making dinner right now. We're gonna have some chicken teriyaki with veggies and rice. So I've got my rice boiling right here, some brown rice. Got a little bit of vegetables steaming away right here. And then my chicken is in the crock pot. And then we're just gonna mix it all together, add in our teriyaki sauce, and there's my dirty kitchen. I'll just let you have a look. These are all clean, they need to get put away. But then we have all this that is dirty. This stuff needs to get put away. That's from the vegetables, needs to get thrown away. And then this right here all needs to be dealt with. I mean, overall, I guess it's not that bad, but it's more disorganized clutter than anything else in my life. But I'll show you what dinner looks like when it's all done. And that's what dinner looks like now that it's done and everything is mixed together. I shredded the chicken, so you can't really see it that well. And hopefully we have enough sauce because I only had like half a jar left of this stuff. So hopefully there's enough sauce in there. Hopefully it's not too bland, but I think it'll be good. Good morning, it is Saturday. I'm wearing the baby carrier. Mom's driving, and
hello.
We're gonna go hit up some garage sales.
Garage sales.
So I don't know how much vlogging I'm gonna do at the garage sales because these are like random people I don't know who may or may not want to be on the internet. But I'm sure we can give you a haul at the end of our adventure and show you everything we found. Sound like a good idea?
Yep, sounds fine to me.
Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm down here looking for some wrapping paper because we have a birthday party to go to this evening. Oh, look at that glare. I'm so sorry. You're like right next to a light bulb. I'm working with what I got down here. So I came down here to look for some birthday wrapping paper, and I found an old TY Beanie Baby poster. Do you guys remember these from like when we were kids, you know? And you get, I think you got like the stickers and you put your animals wherever they come from, right? Like if they need to go in like the Arctic or like down here. I don't know. I thought this was wrapping paper. For anyone who's just watching these vlogs, I inherited my grandmother's house with everything in it. And so there's some random wrapping paper down here. Not random, I mean I know it's down here, but I'm probably gonna use some Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse birthday wrapping paper. But I saw this and it was like rolled up and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, we'll use that. And then I saw like this landscape and I was like, that's weird. And then I noticed it says Beanie Babies and I was like, is that one of those Beanie Baby posters? It is. So we're gonna go wrap a birthday present. These kids just like they look like they're having a blast on this slip and slide. Like he is so excited for his friend. Show you guys everything that we got at the garage sales. We went to like 4 or 5 of them before Levi just got really fussy and had enough. So all I got were baby clothes because I didn't see anything else like I wanted or needed, but Levi needs summer clothes. He's in like a size 12 months. So this is what I picked up for him. Got some shorts. They got little pockets on the side, which are just like super cute. Found him a little pair of bib overalls, which I thought was pretty adorable. It's got a little pocket on the butt. He can put, I don't know, his pacifier in there or something. Found him a Superman onesie, pair of little shorts, and they've got pockets on the side as well, and another pair of shorts. These are like little basketball shorts. I thought they were so cute. Mom picked him up a Hawaiian shirt. How cute is that? I think that's adorable. I think Levi's waking up from his nap. He didn't sleep very long, so we might leave him in there and see if he goes back down. Got another little pair of shorts with pockets. I love pockets on babies' clothes. Like, they're adorable, but they're not functional, because like, what are they gonna put in there, you know? Here's another pair of shorts. These are just like super brightly colored. I'm gonna save the best for last, because I think you guys will get a kick out of it, because I love it. We got a couple of rompers. I love rompers because it's like a full outfit in one. They're especially nice like if you need to take like an extra outfit for your diaper bag, which I probably need to set that out to go for the birthday party today. But you know, like if they have an accident or something, you just have like one thing to grab out. You don't have like shirts and pants and all that stuff. So it just makes life a little bit easier. Here's another little romper, and then last romper here. Has a big old dinosaur on it. Thought that one was cute. These were all like really good prices. They were like somewhere between 25 to 75 cents a piece. And this one is the best. We got him a baby Speedo. How stinking cute is that? And it says swim school on it with palm trees and some surfboards. So I saw that and it was like 25 cents, which I've seen these in stores and they're like $7 or $8. And I thought about getting it for him, but he has some swim trunks. He has like a wetsuit. If you guys watched our Ohio vlog video, I can link it down below. He's wearing that little wetsuit in that video. So he has swimwear. So I just never bought one of these in store because I was like, he doesn't really need it. It's cute, but he doesn't need it. When I seen it for like 25 cents at a garage sale, I was like, he's getting a Speedo. So grabbed him up this, and then he has a swim shirt. It's like a long sleeve swim shirt that I think will match this really well, so he can be covered. I don't want him getting sunburns and stuff, so we got him a swim shirt earlier this spring. We actually got it for free. We were at Meijer and it was on clearance for like $1, $1.50, and the lady rung it up and it rung up $0. And we're like, is that right? And she's like, yeah, that's what it came up as. I'm like, I don't want to get you in trouble. And she's like, nope, it's fine. That's what it came up as. Okay, we'll take it for free. I'm not gonna complain. So that's everything we got at the garage sale. Not a whole lot. I think I spent like $7 or $8, something like that. And then we got lunch, and then came back home, laid Levi down. Hopefully he falls back asleep. He's having a hard time getting a nap in because the dog won't shut up. And then we had some random lady like come to the door. Like before she came to our door, she stood outside, I think on the sidewalk. I don't know if she was like walking up and down to the different houses or just standing outside of our house because we had our front door open and just like had, you know, the screen to get some air in. And she like was standing out on the sidewalk saying, excuse me, hello, hello, excuse me, and we were hearing her, and the dog was barking like crazy. So Levi woke up and he was like, he wasn't like crying or anything, but we could hear him like playing with toys and making noises and stuff. But we were just like, okay, whatever, hopefully she moves on. Like, we didn't know she was directing it at us. I still don't know if she was. She might have been at the neighbors doing that. But the dog like would not shut up, and then a few minutes later she came to our door, which she's back, and I'm not answering it. So she was like knocking on the door and was like, can I get $2? Or she's like, can I get $1.50? I ran out of gas. And so I gave her $2 because of what we had. And she's like, can I use your phone? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And so like I stood on the front porch while she used my phone. But I mean, like I said, we get some like odd birds around here. And like I gave her money because it's like maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe she really did run out. Maybe she really, you know, does need it. But I seen like a few moments later, like they drove off. So it's hard telling if they really needed it or not. I'm guessing that was them back again or something, but like we don't have the money to be passing out to the whole neighborhood, so they go knock on somebody else's door. I know that sounds super harsh, but like when we first moved in here, we had some random guy come to the door asking if we had any work that he could do for money because he was hungry and needed food. Mind you, I've mentioned before, like we're like 2 or 3 blocks away from the homeless shelter, so they can go there to get a hot meal. There's a lot of churches in the area that do free meals throughout the week. So, I mean, we're close proximity to places that can help these people. But this guy came to our door asking if we had any work for him to do. And I was like, I don't have any work for you to do, but like, I'll make you a sack lunch if you give me a second. So he stood on the front porch, and I went and I made him like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then I got like some grapes and an apple or some things and put in the bag for him to take. And he seemed really appreciative, and he took it. And then like 2 days later, I'm at the gas station and I see him buying cigarettes. I'm like, I see you. I see you. I didn't say anything to him, but it's like, you were just at my door begging for work for food, but now you can buy cigarettes, and that's like $6. Like, okay. So, I don't know. Like I said, we get some odd people around here, and it's kind of like, did you really need $2 for gas? Or did you need $2 to like go get a pack of smokes? Like, were you short, you know? Or did you need a little more for your bottle of booze? Were you short? You never know. So like, I hate to say like I don't like being charitable. I just like to know, like, I just don't want to be taken advantage of, you know? Like, I like to donate, like, you know, the Salvation Army during the winter time, you know, the money's going to the right places. Or, you know, the Postal Service will do their food drive. You know, the food is going to the right places. And, like, just random people coming to your door and being like, can I get some money? It's like, I don't know you. You know, like, so I gave her the money, just like I said, because if she was being honest and she really needed the money for gas, like, I would be more than happy to help her out, assuming she's being honest and that's right. So we gave her the money. But because, like, you know, what if we're ever in that situation? I would hope somebody would help us. But on the other hand, like, from my perspective, it's like, this is kind of sketchy and weird, you know? Like, this is the only place I've ever lived that people, like, come to your door and they're like, you got anything for me to do for work? Because I'm hungry, I need food. Or, like, I'm out of gas, can I get a couple bucks? Or, you know? And then my neighbor next door, I talked to her one time, and she said that when she first moved in, she had a couple people come by that you could tell were, like, on drugs and stuff, and they'd ask for money. So, you never know what you're gonna get. We have a lot of odd birds in the neighborhood. Yeah, so, I don't know. Hopefully she honestly needed the money for gas. Hopefully it, you know, went to the right place, and it helped her. But, for all I know, she used it for something else. I don't know. But I'm gonna stop talking because I think Levi can hear me. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, and we are about to head to the Indianapolis Zoo. I don't know how much filming I'm gonna do there because we're gonna meet up with some friends, and I don't think that they will want to be on YouTube. I know they're always like really cautious about what gets posted on their Facebook pages. As far as like activities that they're doing and such like that. So I don't know if that's something they want, but I will definitely be taking lots of pictures of Levi and my family and such. My family, it's Mike and I and Levi and our friends. Anyways, I'll be taking lots of pictures, so those will be right after this, along with any other clips that I film, if I film any. My eye makeup looks awful. Seriously, look at that. Like, it looked good. Both sides looked really good. And then Mike and I got into a tickle fight, and he had me laughing so hard I was crying, and I had mascara all down here. It was all up there. It was a mess. And so I went to go wipe it all off and clean it up, and then I tried to touch up my eyeshadow, but I didn't want to like dig the whole eyeshadow palette back out. So I just used whatever was left on the brush I used. And so I have very little color payoff, and I wish I would have gotten the book out. The lighting in our bedroom is very dim, and so I knew it wasn't great, but I thought it looked better than this, and I'm seeing it in like actual light, and I'm like, wow, that looks really bad. But that's my face for the day. Yeah. So Red Hot Chili Peppers just came on the radio, and Mike and I were joking around about how like the song that was playing, I forget what one it is, how we're like over it, because Red Hot Chili Pepper songs, I swear they have like 2. And that's all that gets played is 2. They're a good band. I like them. It's just they're so overplayed, like those 2 songs. And I told Mike that my cousin's husband is actually my cousin's husband's mom is the band manager for Red Hot Chili Peppers. And that's why my cousin and her husband went to Tennessee recently. It was because Red Hot Chili Peppers was doing a concert in Tennessee. And so his mom was there, and so they went to go visit his mom, and they got to meet the band, which was really cool. But I was telling Mike that, and he was like, well, she should tell them to make more songs, because it's just like the same ones over and over again. So, anyways, Mike is getting us some pop for the road. I know, I need to like get back on track with eating better, because this whole week has been like Like, since I rolled my ankle, like, everything went down the drain, so I need to get back on it. Micah's on the way with the Coke, so I will see you guys after this.